But what if the surface is not regular and smooth surface? So these surfaces are known to be as the irregular surfaces, or we can say a diffused reflection would work here. Okay students, so what is diffused reflection? When a parallel beam of light rays incident on a rough or uneven surfaces, it get reflected in many directions. Like here, as you can see in this diagram, the beam of the light that is coming onto the surface that is irregular, and the beam of light which are coming are actually parallel. These are parallel lines because they are coming from a source. So the source is throwing the light in a particular manner, and that is in a parallel medium. Like all the rays are parallel to each other. Okay. But here, because the surface here is not smooth, it is irregular. Okay, now it is irregular. So according to the rules I have told you, there are certain rules on which this reflection works. I'm going to tell you that also. Okay, so that rule again follows here also, and in earlier case of smooth surfaces also. In smooth surfaces, because the light which is coming in a parallel beam are reflecting again in a parallel beam, but here because they are smooth surface, that is why we have seen them in a parallel mode. Now, because the same rule is going to be followed by here, but the surface is not uneven, like it is not even, it is not smooth surface. So the rays according to that rules that we are going to be read in next slides, so these are getting reflected in random direction. They are not parallel. Okay, so students, as you got to know, the smooth surfaces are throwing the parallel beam of light. That is why all the light that is coming from the smooth surfaces give us a bright light, and that makes our eyes close because lots of light is entering. But this irregular surfaces are not throwing all the light in the same direction. So we can say that these lights are not entering, all of the light which is coming, which is throwing by the surface is not coming into your eyes. Only some portion of light is maybe entering in your light. Now that part of the light that is entering in your eye is actually making this surface as a visible. For example, let me tell you the wall of your room. Okay, wall of your room or any classroom or any other room, like you can take any example. They are not in a smooth manner. Not always. Okay, some of the pattern may give it a rough area, and that rough area could be seen by any of the places because the parallel light that is coming on these surfaces deviate into different directions. Now that deviation could be seen from here also, because light, wherever the light is coming, the person who is standing there can see this thing. But in this case, because all the light which is coming and are throwing in a similar direction, they are parallel. So all the light which is going in a parallel direction, and the person who is standing here could only be able to see that surface. Not here, like the person who is standing here and the light is throwing in this angle, and again the reflected light is going in this direction. So the person who is standing here would not be able to see because he is not receiving any light. Okay, only the person who is standing here, because light is parallel and here the light is not parallel.